Welcome back to the channel. Let's spill some tea and sip a little drama. You already know what time it is.
So, Erika Kirk suing me over a video I posted, me in all white, walking in with fireworks, hitting a double take, that half cry, half smile, talking like those political wife speeches, and now it's too far. Now, let's keep it real. You forgave the man who killed your husband, but you taking me to court, say it again, you forgave a killer, but you're suing a comedian for a video. That's crazy. And don't lie on me. I ain't joke about no tragedy. I didn't touch that. I joked about what everybody sees, the outfit, the voice, the way y'all get on stage and talk. That's public. That's what y'all put out. I just copied it. Now it's a problem. So what comedy got to be safe now? Comedy got to ask permission or just not be accurate. Because last time I checked, impressions, parody, all that, that's free speech. That's the whole point. But now it's crossing the line because it hit too close. So be real. You mad I made a joke or mad it looked exactly like you? You protect all men in America, especially all white men.
Okay, so the internet is side-eyeing hard right now, and honestly, I get why. So boom, comedian Druski went viral after dropping a parody skit called How Conservative Women in America Act. Blonde wig, white suit, dramatic press conference vibes. The whole thing was giving very specific energy. And while he never said Erika Kirk's name, let's not play dumb, the resemblance had folks immediately connecting the dots. Now, here's where it gets wild. Rumors start flying that Erika Kirk might be gearing up to sue. Not confirmed, but loud enough that people are talking. And to make it even messier, Trump reportedly jumped in basically saying she should sue. Sir, over a skit?
And just the whole fakeness, I just can't take it.
Well, and I love the way Druski expanded it to she is representative of conservative Christian women. I mean, this is,
Absolutely.
I mean, Pumps, you know these women.
I was this woman at one point.
Intimately well. I mean, friends groups that, on their stories, long live Charlie Kirk and, all of this stuff. Erika Kirk is representative of a virus among white women that claim that they care so much about the world and they go and vote against their own daughters. But listen to this. I love MAGA on MAGA crime a lot. And here is Candace Owens. And they're all like huge Christians. She's starting to call a sect of MAGA Christian grifters, as though she's not one. But play the clip.
Recognize all across the world that something's not right with Erika Kirk. And your best guess, if you were, just trying to extend the most rope to her, you would say maybe she didn't love him. Maybe she just didn't love him. She didn't even like the guy. They're fighting in the end, and that's why she's just like, okay, whatever, I don't care. We were on the rocks or something like that. But even if you were a friend of his, you'd be reacting differently. Everything's wrong. And that is why comedians have picked it up. Comedians like Tim Dillon, comedians like Joe Rogan, and like Druski, who has dropped an absolute viral video kind of mocking more broadly conservative women. And sort of, I kind of picked up on it this year too, so I'm going to back him up here. But this sort of Christian grift, but it doesn't really feel like Christianity that we're looking at. Anyway,
Okay. All right. And then she plays the clip and she sits there and chuckles with it. But this is a huge, the dam is breaking there. That she says this type of Christian grift, like this is a fissure that is really phenomenal. I think Turning Point USA is going to be bankrupt, and it should be. Turning Point USA is so incredibly diabolical to go into colleges where people are exploring critical thinking, open-mindedness, free thought. And Charlie Kirk would go and sit there and spew racism. He said vile things about Black people, about gay people. He died perpetuating tropes about Black people, and he became a hero in this movement. And many white evangelical
How does he look so much like her, dude? Druski imitating Erika Kirk. This is wild, bro. I guarantee you she's gonna try and sue him. She can't because he doesn't say in this parody openly that it's her, but I guarantee you she's gonna try to.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart.
Dude, all the maggots, they're losing their minds on Twitter right now. You should see it.
What ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the whole.
Oh my God, it's freaky how he has her mannerisms down to a T.
Bible.
Bro, Druski does whiteface so well, bro.
Another example of privileges black people have that white people do not is the ability to perform comedy. Listen, Druski pretended to be Erika Kirk. He said conservative women, but let's be honest, in his latest skit, was it distasteful? Maybe to some. Was it funny? Yes, but if you are a white person who went in as a black character, ooh, baby, we already know what the internet would say. So listen, you guys want to continue to be victims. You want rules for thee, not for me, and it's not fair. That's why we're over the double standards. But go watch his skit if you've not seen it.
Meanwhile, this is the same Erika Kirk who made headlines for publicly forgiving the man who killed her husband. Like, forgave him, in front of the world. Spoke about faith, grace, doing what Christ would do. And now, we talking lawsuits over jokes? Phew, the math is not mathing for a lot of people. Because the internet is asking one simple question. You had grace for a murderer, but smoke for a comedian? That contrast is what's really fueling this whole situation. Not just the video. Now let's be real for a second, satire, especially political satire, has always been messy. It's meant to push buttons. Sometimes it goes too far depending on who you ask. But suing over parody? That opens a whole other conversation about free speech and who gets to joke about who. And then there's the bigger picture. Ever since her husband's passing, Erika's been moving different. New leadership role, national spotlight, political ties getting stronger. She's not just a widow in the public eye anymore, she's becoming a figure. So people are watching closely. Not because they're haters, but because when your image is built on forgiveness, grace, and faith, people expect consistency. And when that energy shifts, oh, they're gonna notice. Now I'm not saying she's being prepped for president. Let's not jump off that cliff without a parachute, but she is clearly stepping deeper into political power. That part isn't speculation.
Elon Musk said that he is receiving court documents as well, threatening him to take down the Druski skit from off of his platform, and he said absolutely not. I have also received a demanding letter with me to take down the video and plenty of pressure, but yes, this platform, and this is a prodigy, and it is protected by freedom of speech. And if it offends people or not, we do not remove content because someone dislikes it. We did not build this around censorship. So it's just confusing to me because Druski never once said her name. That's how you know he hit that joint on the money. Am I the only one? Did anybody ever hear Druski say this woman's name? She basically just jumped out there, went in on Druski. How are you going to sue? He never. This might not even be about you, but you know it is, and it's hilarious. I hope he dropped part 2, 3, 4, and 5. Elon Musk said he's standing on business, and this is making him a lot of money undone. So he said he's not taking nothing down. Do y'all agree with Elon Musk? Let's go.
As for this Druski situation, it might not even be about the joke itself. It could be about control of narrative, public image, and drawing a line on how she wants to be portrayed moving forward. Or, it could just be people overreacting to internet rumors. Either way, this story is far from over, and the internet is definitely keeping receipts. Alright y'all, that's the tea on this situation, for now, because you already know this story is still developing. Let me know in the comments what you think, because this one definitely has people divided. And before we get out of here, here's a couple of clips from Candace Owens, because you know she had something to say about all this. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And that is why comedians have picked it up. Comedians like Tim Dillon, comedians like Joe Rogan, and like Druski, who has dropped an absolute viral video kind of mocking more broadly conservative women.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America.
So good.
Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who matter most.
Okay, that black guy like didn't say a single word, and so just takes away the entire scene. Just perfect faces that he's making behind him. This is how everybody's feeling. Everybody, for the first time, it's not left or right. It's like everyone's united in feeling this. It feels fake. It feels wrong. Tim Dillon called it out early. It feels like they just want our money, and they're just going to keep saying the Lord and God and God and the Lord, so we can't question things. Because it would just be, oh my God, it would be demonic, as they always say. It's demonic. It's evil. How dare you question a grieving widow? Like they are trying to use this idea of Christianity as a shield. And I was hinting on that again, removing Erika Kirk from the scenario. I was noticing all of these women that make videos. The pettiest person who came in, person who was most upset by this, is Andrew Colvett. Look what Andrew Colvett commented. Now do conservative black women. Guys, I think he's referring to me. I don't know, but I feel like he is referring to me. Druski, you have my permission. If you want to do a skit about me, that works. Andrew, why are you so mad?